Good morning, my name's Dave Roberts, Alykat Charters. This is my vessel, the Alykat. She's a 10-metre South Cat. Plenty of room for lots of people. But today we're on our own, just myself and James from Sea Angling News, and we're going to go ray fishing. This is the first of our videos. This is Minehead Harbour, where we work from. We've got some lovely ray fishing very close to home. This is the harbour, this is the boat, and we're going to go and try and catch some rays. As I said, this is the first of a series of videos. We're going to concentrate on rays today. It's a mainstay of Bristol Channel angling. As anybody fishes the Bristol Channel will know, rays are always available here. There's not many places you can go and say we're going to catch rays, but I'll tell you now, today we're going to catch some rays. Okay, so let's go do it. Okay, we've just left Minehead Harbour. We're targeting our rays. We're going down to the west, looking at the glorious Exmoor coast. We're looking for a patch of sand. We've got loads of little patches of sand down through this coast. Rays love sandy ground. We're looking for the small-eyed and possibly the mighty blonde. We're just approaching our mark now, so I'm just going to run you through the tackle we're going to use. We're going to start off with a boat rod situation. Here we go. We've got a 30-pound boat rod here. 30-pound boat rod with a little light multiplier. Beautiful little multiplier, some braided line. And the end gear, the important gear, is this, the running ledger. We've got a running ledger that runs up and down the line like that, stopped by a swivel and a couple of beads, and a nice trace of about 1 metre in length, going down to a 4/0 hook, something like that. And that's that for your boat rod. We'll go into baits in a minute when we get there. The other rig we've got here is an uptide setup. An uptide rod, probably 10-11 foot rod, nice casting rod. And we're going to use a paternoster on this. So this is going to have 2 hooks. There we go, look. You've got 2 hooks going off the trace above the weight. You've got a gripper weight. This is cast from the boat, it's cast up, tied away from the boat. Now ideally when this hits the ground, it's going to do this. The weight will hold the bottom, and the hooks will actually sit on the bottom like that. This is what we're going to hope for. So it's 2 different types of fishing. We've got the up-tider and we've got the down-tider. Both can be equally efficient. So we're going to see today which is the best. This wind is starting to blow a little bit here now, so not ideal, but we're going to try for it. I'm just going to find my mark now. I'll take you in the wheelhouse and show you what's going on. Okay, now here we are in the wheelhouse of the Alykat. This is the nerve centre of the place, and this is showing us exactly what we've got here. I've got 2 integrated systems here. I have this one here showing us exactly where we are to 1 metre geographically. We're just approaching this little ridge here, as shows on the echo sounder. What I want to do is drop down to the other side of this ridge of rock. There is a sandy patch, it's a sandy beach there, and hopefully we may find a few rays lurking. And you see the colours on the echo sounder show this ground is very hard, the hard reds and yellows. A lot of sand turbulence, the tide running up over the top, it's pushing the sand up over the top of this ridge. And now we're going down over the other side, as you can see on there, you see, just dropping down the other side of this ridge onto the sandy ground. And you see the ground, the colour underneath the red now has gone yellow. This is showing a softer ground. This is showing us that we're on the sand here. So we're just dropping over the ridge and we're dropping down onto the sand itself. I'm just going to turn the boat around now and anchor there. Hopefully this is where we can find a fish or 2. Right, we're just here on the back of this ridge, running back down onto the sand in behind us. Fishing very close to home, very close to Minehead. Beautiful backdrop. Okay, we're just dropping back on the cable. Hopefully running alongside that bank. There we go. Tightening up, all ready. Let's go fishing. Okay, now look, we're going to take a look at baits here in a minute, but firstly, very important really, a knife. Yeah, we need a knife to cut the bait, I know that. Let's try and make it sharp. Very often I see people hacking away with a knife and it just doesn't work. It'll crush the bait and it'll spoil the skin and everything. It just doesn't present the bait properly. So let's just take a look at sharpening a knife. It sounds simple, that, but I'm just going to run a few seconds through this procedure. We got an oil stone, we got a knife. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on that, and then we're going to run this knife along the stone at about 35-40 degrees against the blade, like that, against the blade, against the blade, against the blade, and then back the other way, the same angle, against the blade, like that. Don't forget your tip. There's the tip. Don't forget that tip. Very important. A couple of times along there like that, and then, you know, that's really about it. What I like to do then is, if you've got a steel, a sharpening steel, very good. If not, the back of another knife, just a couple of slices like that, just to polish that edge. That then should be a sharp knife. Yeah, I'm just going to show you this. Please don't try this at home, it's really quite unsafe. Don't do that. I'm just going to try and show you how sharp this knife can be. Just going to run down the back of my arm there. See that? That's razor sharp. That's just what you want. Okay, we're just going to look at a mixture of baits, a variety of quite simple baits. Bottom feeding fish will like this. We've got herring, we've got bluey, which is almost like a cross between a mackerel and a herring type thing. Good meaty oily fish. Herring, of course, good meaty oily fish. Mackerel, fresh mackerel. These are frozen obviously, but fresh frozen mackerel. Really good all round ground feeding fish baits. And squid, of course, calamari, squid. Lovely. All good fresh fish. Now, what we're going to do with this, we're going to, I mean, some people, they've got the trouble of skinning this and pulling the skin off, and we don't need to do that. Fish don't skin the fish. I'm quite happy just to take a chunk of that, hang that on a bait with a nice fillet of herring. There's a fillet of herring. A little strip of that with our newly sharpened knife, and just hang that on your hook, just like that. Look at that, perfect bait. Or even a head, the other end of the squid. There we go. Any of these bits, just put them together and make a bait with it. There's your herring. Herring head also. Not a bad bait. Conger eels, bull huss, love it. Same with the bluey, just do the same thing with the bluey. Take your fillet off the bluey, just run along the backbone like that. There it is, look at that, beautiful. Again, fresh squid, fresh frozen squid, beautiful. Good condition, brilliant condition bait. Very important, keep your baits fresh, keep them good. When you've got it cut like this, put it back in your cool box. We've got quite a hot day here today. Leave that on the board, and in a few minutes that's going to be cooked. And again, not too good, so cut your bait, put it in your cool box. Okay, we're going to cast this 2-hook paternoster rig up tight, away from the scare area of the boat. A lot of noise on the boat. Sometimes we think it makes a difference, maybe it doesn't, I don't know, but I'm just going to cast this away from the potential scare area. We're going to do this safely. Casting, we're going to watch that weight, watch that rig, at all times watch it, watch it, watch it. Don't take your eyes away like that, because that could then catch that net, that could catch this line here. Watch it, so you know exactly where it is. So I'm just going to watch that and lob that up tide, which is that direction there. Whoa, that's going up tide, lovely. Now we'll hit the bottom and we'll let a lot of line out, so that line pulls the weight into the bottom like an anchor. Okay, so we've now got bait fishing, those 2 baits fishing on the bottom, 20 yards, 30 yards, that's all away from the boat. But let's see if it makes a difference. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Yeah, we've got a ray on the 2-hook paternoster rig, which shows it actually sits on the bottom when she's cast out. A lot of line out, and the 2 hooks sit nicely on the bottom. We've got a nice little male small eye here. Let's take the bottom hook of the paternoster rig. Nice. Okay, there we are. We've got a nice male small-eyed. As you see, he's on the bottom hook of the paternoster rig. Brilliant. Okay, we've got this ray near it. Oh, near the surface, quite a nice ray, I think. Female small-eyed ray. Yeah, she's a nice one. There she is, beautiful. Female small-eyed ray. Oh. Whoosh. Heavy fish. Beautiful fish. She's about 12 pounds in weight. I'm not gonna bother weighing her. She's about 11 and a half, 12 pounds. It's another fish ready to lay her egg sac. She's actually got two there. 2 egg sacs waiting to be born, or hatched anyway. So we're going to let her go. There we go. Okay, oh, there we have another beautiful female small-eyed. Wow, 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 she's lively. Female small-eyed. I'm just going to show you how we hold these fish. Remember the shark family. The shark family do not want to be out of the water. None of the fish want to be out of the water, really. But to conserve these species, we've got to protect them by handling them properly. They do have a nice little hold place there by the cheeks, but I still prefer to have a hand under their belly so that we're holding their organs. So we're holding the weight of the fish. We're not dangling the fish, allowing all the organs to compress inside the fish. So we're holding the weight of this fish underneath. Beautiful small-eyed ray. That's a nice way to hold the fish. Okay. Okay, we're making a little move here now. We're going to move offshore a little bit. This is to a mark that I found many years ago. Marked by the crosses there. It's an area of undulating ground. We're just going down, as the echo sounder shows me now, into this series of gullies. The ground consists of sort of muddy ground with coral ridges. I'm just going to slow down a little bit here because we're approaching the mark I want to see. There it is. We're going into the area now. As I said, there's a lot of coral patches here and little muddy gullies in between the patches. This is where I like to get, is just anchor up on one of the ridges and fish back down into the gully as we did earlier, but we're a little bit deeper water now, nothing too serious. Well, about 90 feet, they're 88 feet. The ground is softening there. The ground is softening, showing me sort of muddy ground. Okay, so just going to get into this little patch of marks here. Okay, there it is, the running ledger. A simple, basic Bristol Channel tackle. Boat rod, braided line, lead on a zip slider, and about a 4-foot trace. You notice I'm holding the lead. When we carry the weight around in the boat, always have the lead in your hand. That's a dangerous piece of kit. If, for instance, I'm wanging that around like that, that is not good news. Okay? That's going to kill somebody. Always. The first thing you do when you wind into the boat, or before you go out, carry the weight around in your hand. Okay, so I'm going to let that go down there now. Come on the spool, knock the lever off, and down we go. The weight will take the gear right down to the bottom. Whoa, that's warm today. That's a hot day. What a beauty. That's going to go down to the bottom. About 89, 90 feet deep. There we go. Clunk. There it is. The weight hits the bottom. You need to feel the weight hit the bottom. When you feel the weight hit the bottom, clunk. There it is. You need to feel that, because otherwise the tide will just take the line off and it keeps going forever. So make sure you feel that weight hit the bottom. When you've hit the bottom, give it another couple of meters of slack line so it all sits nice and slack on the bottom, and that is it. We're going to leave that there now. We're going to put that in a rod rest, and we're going to tie it. Another important thing, put a tie around your rod. So many times I've seen people put a rod there, 5 minutes later you got a big long ray or something comes along, whoosh, rod's gone. Okay, so just a simple little tip, do that. Oh, okay. Oh, we got a nice ray here. Now what we're trying here, I've got a little bit of a different rig on here. We haven't shown you this yet. Oh. This rig involves no trace line at all. We're going straight down to the weight. It's a coloured weight with a link on the bottom of it, with the hook right attached to the weight. It's really quite an interesting thing. A new concept completely. We talk about trace lengths, but we don't have any trace at all here. This thing is called a hookup. We've got a nice fish on here. Ray, we got a blonde ray. Look, wow! Look at this. What a beauty. It's a relatively new concept here. Wow. Look at that. Oh, beautiful blonde ray. Oh, just going to lift her out the net there. Now you'll see she's got the egg purse. She's ready to lay the egg purse, so we're going to be very quick here. You see the bait directly attached to the weight. This is called a hookup. Brilliant. Just going to whip that hook out of there. There she is. What about that? Bristol Channel blonde ray. What a beautiful fish. I've got a bite on the boat rod there, James. Okay, I'm going to let this one go, okay? Whoa! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fishing to order, this is. Fishing to order. This ray fishing is great fun. Great fun. I think, you see, you never know. I mean, I've been doing this for a lot of years, nearly 50 years now, and I still think I know what I'm doing sometimes, but I don't really. It's all a learning curve. But I think this was a ray bite. It was, it's gone now. No, it didn't. There he is, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got a ray here. Whoa. What a beautiful day. I'm up here all on my own. Brilliant fun. Okay, I think this fish was tail wrapped, but she's freed herself. There she is. Nice thornback. Whoa! Look at this. There she is. Lovely thornback. Now, of course, advantages fishing on your own, and some disadvantages. In fact, you've got to net your own fish. There we go. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, she's a heavy thornback. Oh. What about that then? Oh, she's a beauty. Raja clavata, the thornback ray. Beautiful specimen. Okay, there she is. Beautiful female. I'm just going to put her in a weigh bag because she's a nice fish. Oh. There we go. We've zeroed the bag. Again, a very cheap garden waste bag. Oh, she's nice. She's 14.5 pounds. We've zeroed the scales to weigh the bag first, so the fish weighs 14.5 pounds. There she is. Beautiful, beautiful Bristol Channel thornback. There you go, girl. Oh, off you go. Okay, here we are. We've got a male small-eyed ray. The male's finished his breeding cycle for the moment, and so we're taking a male for the table. To prepare this fish, we've got a nice sharp knife, and we've got a special pair of skinning pliers. I'll show you those in a minute. Special made by Mustad. They come from America, these special fish skinning pliers. So we need that. Now then, I'm going to cut this fish. I'm going to take the head out around that circle there, and I'm going to take the body out around that. So I'm going to take the two circles out, the head and the body. Okay? Right. Okay, there we have it, the ray with the head and the body removed. Now then, we're just going to push the knife blade up under the skin. Very important, get the knife blade just under the skin of the fish, like that. We don't cut like that because we'll cut into the meat. We don't want to do that. Just under the skin. And then just cut down through there to make two pieces. Same this side. Just under the skin, like that. And again, like that. And the same the other side. It's the top side of the fish. A little bit fiddly, that bit. Just catch the skin there, and this is where your pliers come into it. Just grab the skin with the pliers, and the skin pulls off as easy as that. Same the other side. Discard that. And there you have it. We have these two patches here. We'll just cut underneath those thorns. There you have your skin skate. Take off that edge there. Then take the wings off. There we go. There you got your two skate wings prepared for the pan. We're going to go into that later on. We're going to do a recipe for this. I'm going to show you how to cook it. It's beautiful. Okay, there we go. There's your skate wing all finished. Nice wash off. Into a cool box. Ice packed in there. Into a cool box. Lid on. And keep it fresh. Take it home. There we go. Dinner. Okay, we've got another one here. This is a lot of rays now. I'm getting tired, to be honest. We have quite a lot of rays here. Too many rays, to be honest. Can you ever have too many fish in settings like this, in surroundings like this, in weather like this, on a fantastic boat like this, all to myself? Brilliant. I've got another small-eyed ray. I don't know how many we've caught now. I have no idea. This is the last one for me. I'm going to pack it up after this for today, and that'll do. Oh, okay, there he is. Yet another small-eyed ray. Beautiful little fish. Last one of the day. We've had enough. We're going home. There. Okay, well here we are back at Minehead in the Alykat. We've just had a fantastic day's ray fishing. That's what this day was all about. A little bit of tuition on how to do it, baits, techniques, tackle, rods, reels, and of course the action-packed catching fish. We've got a lot of fish today, a lot of rays. We have kept one male fish who's finished breeding for the pot. We've dispatched him correctly, we've shown you how to prepare him for the table. I'm going to go home now and show you how to cook him. Watch this space. Next time on Alykat we're going to be looking at smoothhounds in detail. But for now, we're off. Okay, here we are. We've been out and we've caught some rays. This is the idea of the exercise today at sea. We've caught some beautiful rays. There's some brilliant fishing. We've shown you the procedure of preparing the ray. We've shown you how to cut it, how to skin it and get it to this stage here now. There we have the ray wing. Beautiful bit of fish. Now then, quite important, once you've caught your ray wing, put it in the freezer. If only overnight or maybe 2 days. Freeze it solid, then bring it out, thaw it out, and this breaks down the enzymes and it makes a much better edible fish. There's your skate wing. The skate, it's actually got a thick side, and if you look in there closely, the bone going across there, and the thick side on top, thin side, thick side, thin side. So what we tend to do is cook this thick side up, okay? I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook of any sort, but I've been given this recipe by a professional chef friend of mine many years ago, and I've used it ever since. I love it. I'm going to run through some ingredients in a minute, but first I'm just going to put this skate wing in the oven, reasonably hot oven, and we don't do times, we don't do measurements, just put it in there till it's cooked. I'm going to put this in for about 40 minutes on about 180, something like that, but just check it, make sure it's not burnt. As soon as it's ready, as soon as it's coming off the bone, it's ready. I'm just going to put this in the oven in a minute and I'll be back with the ingredients. Okay, here's the ingredients. We've got, now you've got to beware a little bit here. If you don't like vinegar, I'm going to put capers in this. If you don't like vinegar, leave the capers out. But I love it. A bit of piquant, a bit of tang. Really nice. Wash them off. Rinse the vinegar out. Wash them off. Jar of capers. Tin of cheap old chopped tomatoes. Bunch of coriander. And some spring onions and garlic. And that is it. As I said, I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook, I'm not telling you how to cook, but this is something we've used for many years. I'm going to be showing you other stuff on different fish as we go through this series of videos, but this is the ray, the skate wing that you'll buy in the supermarket. It'll probably cost you £11, £11.50 a kilo to buy from the market. So, let's catch it. We've got it in the oven preparing. I'm just going to do the sauce now, okay? Okay, we're just chopping the spring onions. I'm just going to flash fry these up with the garlic in a little bit of butter and oil, olive oil. Blimey, sound like I know what I'm talking about here, but I don't really. There we go, we're going to have that, and then we're just going to sazzle that in the pan in a minute. Okay. Okay, here we have the spring onions and the garlic sizzling away in the olive oil. I'm literally going to chuck this in. Tin of tomatoes, there it is. Tin of chopped tomatoes, look at that, cool, that smells great. And then I'm just going to roughly chop this coriander. Right, roughly chopped coriander, chuck that in there as well. Okay, and just finally we'll chuck in a few of the capers there like that. Give that a bit of a stir around. And we're just going to simmer that for a couple of minutes and then that's finished. Okay, we've given that about 40 minutes. Whoa, oh whoa, whoa. About 40 minutes, there she is. Sizzling brown. Beautiful, beautiful skate wing. Okay, we've got this sauce now just simmering away there for a couple of minutes. There's your skate wing. Beautiful skate wing on my special bass plate, look at that. This sauce, I'm just going to pour it straight over the fish like that. Look at that. And there you have it. Skate wing. Tomato and coriander sauce. Beautiful. So there we have it. New potatoes, asparagus, anything, whatever you like. New carrots, anything. Really, really nice. Nice glass of white Sauvignon Blanc to go with it. Okay, just one final thing with this. When we eat this, we just put the fork in there and scrape it down off the bone. Look at that. No bones at all. The bone is a cartilage which is a fan shape, which is there like that. Just scrape that fish off down to the bone. Look at that thick fish there, look. And that is perfectly bone free, absolutely no bones. When you finish this side, you turn the whole thing over, do the same with the other side. Okay. Right, gotta go, must eat.